build where I'm going to just kind of hang out with you, listen to some great music, and work on like some different funnel pages and page builder pages and stuff like that. So I have my site, interviewchris.com. It's something that I'm kind of like rolling out. I've been doing interviews lately, getting on people's like YouTube channels and podcasts. And so I've built out a page to make it easier for people to book time with me, right? If people want to, interview me for their show or whatever. So I built out a page, and then I actually started getting some testimonials coming in, and I wanted to add those to the page. So that's what you are joining me for. So let's go ahead and pull up my desktop here. And what you see is I'm inside of GroovePages right now. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, GroovePages is the page building aspect of GrooveFunnels. And if you are, if you're already a member, then cool, enjoy. They have a free, they have their own free account, so you can get 3 websites with custom domains and everything for free. So it's a super duper deal. I should have a link in the description to go grab yourself the free deal account. It is my affiliate link. If you get a free account, I don't make any money anyways, so I'm not going to lose sleep, but pretty cool if you do. If you sign up, I'll be able to see your account under mine, and I can help you out if you have any questions with it. But anyway, so we are going to build out some pages now. Well, I already have a page. I'm going to do some updates to it, right? So hopefully you can see it now. And if you are joining me on the live stream, go ahead and drop a comment. I'd love to say hello. And if you have any questions, or if you want to paste in a joke, I like laughing, so jokes are always welcome. I'll start with the joke. All right, what is black and white, and if it falls out of a tree, it'll kill you? A piano. Ha ha ha. So if you have any jokes you want to share, go ahead and drop it in. But I'm going to start building out this page a little bit more, adding in some of the testimonials that I've gotten. And you get to kind of see GroovePages being used. And like I said, if you want to grab yourself the free account, there is a link in the description. Let me go ahead and, for the people, if I have anyone on Periscope watching right now, I'll go ahead and put up the link, because Periscope, as cool as it is, they don't let me have a description in the video. So there you go. There's the link right there, bit.ly/free groove deal if you want to join in. So enjoy. Oh, my wife is on. She says, what do you call a bear with no teeth? Oh, wait. You told me this one the other day, and I totally forgot the punchline. All right. What's the punchline? Hit me. Now she's just going to leave me hanging. Okay. So let's go ahead and start filling in this page a little bit here. So I guess I'll just show you what I've got so far, right? This is my Interview Chris page. And it's right now, it is just a one-page website. Okay. A gummy bear. Okay. So what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Yes, we have 100 kids, so we have lots of kid-friendly jokes. Don't worry. This is a very kid-friendly live stream. So if you want to go ahead and put it up. And I mean, as long as you're okay with your kids listening to some electronic dance music. So, but we got some good music going on. So chillin', that's thus the chillin' build. All right. So we just have kind of the hero image here. Not that I am a hero, but people have their thoughts. And then I've got an interview that I did. Actually, this needs to be updated. So I didn't have a testimonial from Adrian, and he actually just got that over to me. So let me go ahead, and he actually gave me a little bit of a longer testimonial. So I'm going to cut a portion of it out. The part that makes me sound the coolest and smartest. Let's see what we got here. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have some videos up here, right? I've got another video testimonial that I'm going to put in up here. And, oh, I lost the italics on that. Let me go ahead and italicize. I liked the way the italics looked. Okay. So I'm gonna add another video up here. I'm still not positive on how I want to do it, but we'll figure it out together. That's why I'm doing the chillin' build, so you guys can see it get used, see GroovePages get used. And then here I've got my Calendly booking calendar. This allows people to book time with me without having to email back and forth like mad people. And I figure what I'll also do is add in maybe another section below this booking calendar where I have kind of the full text of the testimonials that I received. So let's go ahead. The first thing I'm going to do, this seems like the easiest thing, is to just maybe duplicate this and then swap out the video and the text, right? That seems like a pretty simple option for me, right? So we'll go ahead and delete that. And then we will add in, so I have an upgraded Groove account. I'm actually paying for it. You do have the free options too, but in the paid account, I actually have video hosting through them. So I am using Groove Video to host one of my video testimonials. So let's go ahead and put in our embed code there. And let me grab the video embed code. And in case you've never, like if you're someone who uses GroovePages or you're learning a little bit more as you watch me, when you've got this embed code option here, you just click this little gear icon. It brings up the code editor, and I'm just going to paste in my my video embed code here, and that should put the correct video in there for me. Now this was me on not the Hasta La Vista Boss. This was Authority Entrepreneurs. Okay. And then let's grab a portion of this testimony. So I, for this one, what I did was I just not transposed, but transcribed. That's the word I was looking for, people. So I transcribed the testimonial that he gave me. So I'll just grab kind of a part of this. And we're going to paste that in. But I'm just trying to find the right spot where I want to cut it off. There, I have a good part here. So we're going to paste part of this testimonial in here. Get those italics back. And if you're joining on, feel free to drop in and leave a comment saying hello, or feel free to drop in a joke. My wife already dropped in a joke, so for anyone who may have missed it, what do you call a bear with no teeth? It's a gummy bear. All right, and Vamsi Panala is the cool gentleman. It's a cool gentleman that runs the Authority Entrepreneurs podcast. It's a fairly new podcast. Just got onto Google Podcasts. You can get it on Apple, so give them a shout. Also, while I'm plugging other people's stuff, maybe I should tell people about our stuff. If you enjoy learning about online business, then make sure you check out the Fearlss Together podcast. You can listen to it on the web at fearless.fm. And yes, we spell fearless incorrectly, just because we didn't want to mortgage our house to get fearless.com spelled correctly. But yeah, you can subscribe on, or you can just listen to it on the web at that website right there if you want to check it out. I've got that taken care of now, and right now it's not going to look like this, right? This is just because we're in the editing mode, right? So we have this section pretty well taken care of now. This is a legit testimonial. This one is just watching. It's the video where Adrian and I were doing an interview, and it's about an hour long. So it's disingenuous for me to call this an interview with Chris. So let's just write. And so now people won't be misled. So you got the idea with this is I'm not trying to sell myself too hard, right? Like I'm just interviewing on people's shows. Like I'm adding value to people's shows. So I hopefully don't have to sell myself too hard, but This will give people an idea of what they can expect, and then the end results, right? Vamsi will be providing me the video after he gets everything taken care of. So I might add that in here and then have the testimonials further down. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We're here. We're just doing a chill and build, hopefully enjoying the music. So what I was talking about in the beginning was adding a section. So here's my booking calendar, right? And for anyone who's interested in doing this, I don't get an affiliate commission or anything for this. It's calendly.com. And they link into your, so I use Google stuff. So I've got my 2 Google calendars linked up with Calendly. And when something goes on to my my personal calendar or my business calendar, that booking time automatically disappears off of this calendar. So it's super helpful. And it saves you from having to email people back and forth. Like, is that time good for you? Like, no, my mom has me over for dinner. Mom, where's the meatloaf? So, all right. Let's move on. So now what I'm left with, right, is I need to add the text of my testimonials. And I also created some cool little images for the 2 people that provided me testimonials. So let's go ahead and I'll go into the blocks area. And these are pre-made blocks inside of GroovePages. So I can go ahead and take any of these, just kind of drag them in there. For anyone just joining us, feel free to say hello in the chat. Oh, I've got people chatting. Oh my goodness. Nick Fitzgerald, how's it going, man? Yeah, that's true. Fearless. So that was actually something that came up on the podcast. Oh, my sister's on. Hey, Danielle. So on the podcast interview that I was doing with Vamsi Panala of Authority Entrepreneurs, he was asking about the origin of our name. And I'm like, oh, it's such a not cool story because I come from like a kind of a domaining background, right? I've been on the internet forever. And so I said fearless.com spelled properly was taken, but fearless without that extra E was available. So I jumped right on that. And then I kind of realized it was a bit of a stroke of, I'll call it genius, but it was really luck because we can trademark that misspelling, but we cannot trademark just the single word on its own. So cool things to think about, everybody. Anyways, if you want to grab yourself the GroovePages builder, they've got their free account. There's the link on the screen for anyone who wants to grab their free account. And I'm going to get back to building out this page. So what we got here, and everyone, feel free to chat me up. If you have any questions or anything, hit me up and let me know, and I'll answer those for you. So let's get, I want to add, oops, I made that go away. So I want to add in something that will look good as far as like a testimonial, right? And so when I was thinking of this idea in my head, I was picturing something kind of like this, right? Like a circular image. This might be perfect right here. Oh, I clicked on it. Hopefully that's probably going to add it into the page. Nope, we're good. Nope, it added it in. Okay. This is actually something that I'm pretty, I think this looks pretty good. So I might use this block, but I'm going to browse some more. I'm going to undo what I just did too. And I added in some empty containers. So let's go ahead and remove those. Make sure I'm not deleting this stuff. I deleted some stuff. Let's go ahead and fix that. All right, perfect. So I got to get rid of these containers up here. Okay. So let's go ahead and add in our blocks that we're looking for, right? So you got a lot of really cool blocks. I've talked with some of the developers and some of the team members over at Groove, and they, right now, so if in case you're looking at this going like, it's not terribly organized. I could, if I wanted to browse through these things, I prefer, sometimes you can just repurpose a block really simply. So I prefer just kind of browsing through all of them to see what I like. So you got that one there. It's kind of simple. But I was obviously, I know most people are going to probably be looking at this on their mobile phone. So I really shouldn't be too obsessed with the desktop layout of how it's going to look, right? Because ultimately, whatever I choose is probably going to end up looking more like this. Let me bring it in. Hopefully I dropped it in the right place. No, I didn't. There we go. So I can move this block down. Okay. So, you know what? This actually looks really nice. I like this. Now my testimonials are a bit long, so it might, this might look a little sloppy, but don't know until we try, right? This is probably gonna be gigantic. Let's see if we can break it up and so what I'm going to do is, so this is a straight transcription of the audio. So some of this might not make sense in text, right? So he says, I'm just recording this quick video to share my experience interviewing Chris Fearlss on my podcast. So what I'll just kind of take liberties here and this is not actually Vompsy for anyone who's wondering. That's not my boy Vompsy, but let's go ahead and I actually grabbed, that's the cover of his podcast. I'm going to resize this image because it's right now it's pretty huge. And, you know, anyone who complains about like the speed of their website would be amazed if they just shrunk their images down to the proper size. I don't really think we probably need more than, I probably do 200 pixels, but I'm going to go 300 and mentions, select, and then date. All right. And then what I'm going to do is just duplicate this block. And then I'll do the same thing for Adrian Diaz. He got his testimonial into me today, so that was really cool to see that come in. If you're watching, man, thank you. Feel free to drop a comment, say hello, leave a joke. We like jokes around here. All right. So let's go ahead and get his in here. People, feel free, if you have preferences, let me know. Do you think that these long testimonials, do they look okay, or should I cut them down, truncate them? Also, do you think it looks better when they are italicized? I'd be interested to hear what people's thoughts are on that. And go ahead and change the image on this one. We technically have these done. Now I can check what all this looks like on mobile. So let me go shrink this down to mobile. See, that actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's obviously a lot of text, right? So someone might see that and be like, I don't want to read all that good stuff about Chris. But overall, I feel like this one's maybe a little bit long. The other thing I noticed is, I feel like this look better centered. Make sure these are centered. All right. Oh, there's a problem there. So let's go ahead. Looks like the menu gets tucked under the menu a little bit. So let's go here. Good that I noticed that. And let's modify the spacing a little bit. Might be a better way to fix this. Let's see. Yeah, that box. This might push it. Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Just going through. I want to make sure that I can modify. I can just push, to do the spacing and push the spacing out. But what I'm trying to do is, I would rather. Right now, I'm kind of through there. I'm in their expert mode, messing with the CSS that's assigned to these individual elements. And if that means nothing to you, that's okay. Not a big deal. But I'm just trying to make sure that I do it kind of properly and not in a hacky way. So this. I think this is what I want. Nope. That is. There's the block. Okay. I think this is a separate block here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll push this block down using a spacing, and then that should give me the result that I want. Not fiddle too much with stuff. Oh, but one thing I'm doing, so let me show you this, guys, while we're exploring together. Right now, any change that I make to this element right now, while I am in this right here, is going to cascade all the way up to the desktop, right? So what we want to do when you're modifying for like mobile, like these more mobile layouts, see my headline is hidden a little bit under the menu. And let me go into, let me look at a mobile view of the page. And okay, so I'm guessing that was that menu. If I had more menu items, so right now when we look at the menu right here, this interview Chris and this home, these links both go to the same place. I was just being I'll say I wasn't showing a lot of effort when I was building this out. I was just trying to get it done. So I think that this menu recognizes that I'm on the same page that both of these menu items point to, so it does not actually show up. But what I'm going to do on these like more mobile views, this one I guess is okay. But what I just did is I double clicked up here, right? So you can click, and any change that I make when it's just pink here will make that change only for that view, right? So if I make a change here, this is only going to affect desktops, right? And then if I make a change here, it'll affect, based on the screen size. So when I go down here, it's going to just affect mobile. And if I want, I can double click, and then whatever change I make will cascade from this size down to this size, which is what I kind of want, right? So let's go ahead and on this particular block, right, let me go up a level. Yeah, this is what I want. We're going to increase the margin here to kind of bring that headline down. Let's see what's good. Okay. So we'll leave that one, and let's see how it looks on mobile. We still got a little bit extra, so what I'll do now that, like I said, this isn't really going to help me now, but if I do add additional pages in the future, this may help me. So that's why I'm doing it. I think that looks probably pretty good. All right, so now we go back to this view. It didn't move this down. Well, I think this is a holdover from the previous. Because I don't need any on the desktop view. I don't need any additional, margin above it, right? Same thing with the laptop view. That looks good. It's once you get into here that it starts looking a little bit funky. You might want to mess around with things, right? Like the text here, this is too big for this view. So let me change this. Let's bring it down. All right, this is like the tablet size of the screen, right? Other things that I can do is, if I want, I can hide this here, this section. Let me move up a level. There we go. So on mobile view, go down, let's see. To remember where the display, right? None. And then on this view and lower, these won't show, right? So go ahead and save that and publish it, and I'll take a look now to see what it looks like live. Make sure I didn't just completely ruin. We're on the desktop. Oh, this isn't the new page yet. There we go. We got the new page now. So now we are looking at Chris Phelps, or Interview Chris. And we've got the new testimonials there. Now I'm noticing my video isn't here, so I need to take a look to see if I messed up the code somehow. But we're at least looking good in that. Now let me pull up. We're going to pull up now the mobile view. Oops, I just had it. All right, so we got the mobile view. It looks good, right? So this isn't like pushed way far down. And also notice that the bullet list is gone, right? Because it didn't really add that much value. I like the way it looked on the desktop, but it needed to disappear on mobile. So there we go. All that stuff's looking good. Our testimonials there. I might push the text down away from this image a little bit. It's a little bit, I want some breathing room there, but it's a simple change. All right, so that's a good start. Let's go back to desktop here. And when you're switching between your views, right, like this, make sure that you have it selected the way that you want, right? It would be terrible if you're making all these like changes that you're hoping on desktop view will cascade down to the mobile view, and you forget to, you're just stuck on this mode right here. So make sure everything is selected. So I need to check this code because that's not looking good at the moment. And then I wanted to put some space here. So we're going to go down to spacing, just add some margin here. In case you're looking at this wondering, if this is your first time seeing any of this stuff, this is your margin and this is your padding. And the difference between this is that your margin will put a space between this element and this element, this text element, right? So I'll show you, right? So we're going to space it out. Okay. Now, padding will put space between the text and the top of the element that's containing it. And I know if that sounds confusing, the way that I always, like when I was a teenager learning all this stuff, I always thought of it as like the padding of a room, like in a padded cell, like in an insane asylum or something, right? So that might help you out, right? So the difference between margin and padding is the padding on the wall. Margin is the space between elements. And so that's what I want, is space between the elements, right? And that too looks pretty good. So I'll do the same thing here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so the last major problem I have right now is this code, right? So I need to find out what happened here. Because I've embedded Groove videos before, so I don't think that would be a problem. So let's go ahead and oh, that looks good, I think. I mean, it's as good as it can look to me just guessing with my eye. So save it. And we'll go ahead and publish. And you guys will get kind of a cool behind the scenes look at how I troubleshoot technical problems like this. Because I'm not just your average user. I've been doing this stuff a long time, so I know how to do a lot of this stuff and troubleshoot things, right? So right now, you're not seeing the video load. So let us have a mobile view. And let's see if anything is even loading here, right? Right, so we've got the Groove video information is here, right? The code is loading. Got an iframe that looks like, let's see if it's loading data in it. So this right here is like their play button code, right? And the scripts are loading. So let's take a look. Right now, so this is all of the media and all of the assets for this page downloading. So now what I'm going to do is let's see. Yeah, it's trying to load that video there. So let's see what happens if we try to pull that up.
Hey there,
So there's the video. So I don't have any browser plugins or extensions that could block that. So let's see. And see if it's like getting blocked. I don't think it's getting blocked. Everything looked correct. Here's a video. Status 206. I'm pretty good at interneting, but I do not remember what status 206 is. Let's go Google. Okay. So maybe the video didn't transcode properly when I uploaded it. So let's go ahead. All this is saved. So now let's go into Groove Video now to see if everything looks okay with the way I uploaded the video.
hey there, my name is...
Yeah, the video's showing in there. So let's... I'm just going to resave it. And hopefully that'll take care of the problem. All right. Save that. Oh, I feel silly. This might be because I don't have a thumbnail for it. Let me just give it some weird thumbnail. Let me just give it anything. I don't know if that would be the problem or not, but when you're troubleshooting things, you just got to try things that, even things that don't make sense to you. Let's try. All right. I think technically the code's going to be exactly the same just because I'm still working with the exact same upload, but just in case. Yeah, see, now I've got the thumbnail in there, so let's see. I noticed when I was inside a Groove video that there wasn't a thumbnail on the video. It's just a white box, right? And so I'm wondering if that, maybe it just had trouble auto-generating a thumbnail for some reason. Let's see if that's the case. No, it doesn't have the video there yet. So I may have to open up a bug report with them. What I would do in this case, assuming that this is a problem that I won't end up figuring out, is I would just upload the testimonial video to YouTube as an unlisted video and embed that. But obviously I like having the video. So one of the things that Groove Video does is it gives you a whole bunch of insights on how the video is being used and whatnot, like, you know, how it's being watched, retention, things like that. And they add some additional features that you can put on top of the video. So I'm not making use of them at the moment, but I will probably in the near future. But sometimes you have bugs. So the only other thing I could think of is re-uploading the video, because they, you know, things can happen during transcoding. So I'm going to give that a shot now. And this shouldn't take too long, and then I'll try adding that in. The other thing I can do, I guess another troubleshooting step I could do, is try adding it just to the general page, not inside of a container, and see if maybe there's some weird bug that they have with not being able to load a video inside of a container. And while it's doing that, let's see if we have anyone on saying hello and visiting. So glad I don't have to fix this kind of stuff. No worries. That's why I am here. I will do that for you. All right. It looks like the video is now transcoded. All right. I'm just kind of writing up some stuff. All right. Everything else looks good. Save. All right. Embed that code. All right. So I got my new code. I guess I'll leave this up. So we'll embed the code there. Save. We'll publish that, and let's see. And then if this doesn't work, the next thing I'm going to do is try to embed the video outside of a container and see if that works. And if it does, then I report that as a bug to the developers, and then they fix it. All right, it says the page is published. so there's the video trying to load. And let me see, is that the same? Oh, it looks like it's, oh, that could be the other image. Do another hard refresh here and see if. I'm still trying to upload that. Okay, so what we'll do now is I will go ahead and embed that video outside of the container. I don't think this is the problem, but you don't know until you try things, right? So let's go ahead and I guess I'll just drag it out. This is going to look hideous because it's not well designed, but it's because I'm troubleshooting stuff. So now what we should see is a giant space or something like that. The video is trying to embed. Sometimes when you do a publish, it takes a second for the stuff to roll out to get to the server. So I'm doing also hard refreshes, which is like Control-Shift-R in Chrome. That way I'm not grabbing like a cached version of the page. Another little pro tip for anyone who's watching this. So I'm sure that it's probably now sufficiently loaded. So what it's probably doing now is it's loading the video here. So let me do it. Let's test something here. Maybe it's here, but it's like being hidden. Should be an interesting problem. There it is. All right. So I think I solved the problem. Well, kind of. Now I have to figure out why it's doing this. So the widget itself is not basically not displaying. So this should be pretty simple to fix. Hopefully, I'm sure this was boring as possible for a lot of regular people, but what you just saw was kind of a cool thing. It was just me solving a problem. I'm still going to report the bug, but so this container, right, this code here is, let's do auto and auto on the size of this container and see if that fixes it. then, oh, we want spacing, we want size. Boom. All right. So obviously you don't have a thumbnail. I need to update the video with the thumbnail. So let me go ahead. I love solving problems. Okay. Thumbnail, and then glad I figured that out. And like I said, now unfortunately I do have to report a bug because I couldn't possibly expect most people to be, firstly, know how to do that, but be willing to. For anyone who was paying attention to it, though, I will quickly show you how I fixed that in case you are using this and run into the same problem. So let's go ahead and save that. All right, so if you embed a Groove video onto your page, you're going to have this code thing here, right? So the way that I fixed the problem, if you notice your video is not showing up, you click on the code thing here, size, and then I set the height and the width here, both height and width to auto, and then I set the minimum and maximum to 100%, all right? And that fixed the problem. So if you have this problem, now you know how to fix that. So, my goodness, I thought this was just gonna be a chill and build, guys, and here I am, like troubleshooting stuff and figuring out problems. So if you've stuck with me this far, then hopefully that was a giant value add for you, kind of seeing how that's done and whatnot. Like I said, I've been doing this stuff since I was like 12 years old. So let's see what's going on in chat. Oh, we got more jokes coming in. What do you call sad cranberries? Blueberries. Thanks, hon. Oh, goodness. See, it's nice to relax, right? We're chilling and building. We've got some music on. How's the music? Can we hear the music? So, funny story. I was on a live yesterday, and no joke. So I've got Google Homes everywhere, and I've got like literally one right here on my desk, and then another one over there. Oh, you're always sticking with me. Thank you. But we got two Google Homes right here in this immediate area. And no joke, my kids have not used the broadcast feature. For anyone who doesn't know, you can do a broadcast message to all of your Google Homes and in the house, right? So you can tell your kids to go to timeout or whatever. This is pretty much what we use it for. But anyways, so the kids have not used that feature in forever. The moment that I am on a live, which is literally 12 minutes out of my entire day that I was on that live, in the middle of that live, they ended up doing a broadcast message. So that happened. And then I had this really cool microphone feedback issue that I was having because I was trying all this fancy stuff to get music into the stream so that you won't hear my kids when they're doing Google broadcasts while I'm streaming. And so my solution that I figured out ended up causing like a echo in a microphone. And if you've ever been on a cell phone and had an echo, it is so hard to form sentences when you hear your like words that you just said being echoed back at you. So I figured out a different solution for the music. So let me know if you hear the music, if you're enjoying it, hopefully. All right. So I added the thumbnail. I've got Vomc's video in here. I might move just for the sake of uniformity. I'll probably move. Oh, I have to fix this. I accidentally undid this. So this was. Okay. And then for the sake of uniformity, what I'll do is move this one. Hopefully I won't regret doing this. Oh, yeah. So the drag and drop is something that they're definitely working on. There we go. Nope. There we go. Yeah, right now I have a kid screaming at the door, and so hopefully the music's drowning that out. Not at me. They're not yelling at me. They're just yelling at each other. It's what they do. All right, so I've got that. See, now I've got the uniformity, right? The same order. So I've got Vomc's testimonial, and then I've got Adrian's, and same thing up here is I've got my testimonial from Vomc, and then my interview with Adrian. So I think that's really all I wanted to get done on here for now. And obviously I got some solid troubleshooting. I learned something new. Hopefully you did. Let's go ahead and publish that. We'll make sure everything looks good. And let's see if my wife confirmed if the music, if she can hear it, if it sounds okay or not. All right. Oh, it looks like the page published. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, so that took place. All right, let's make sure our video works, right? So here's a moment of truth for us.
Hey there, my name is Ramsi Pannala and I'm the host of Authority Entrepreneurs Podcast.
All right, we got the video working. We got the YouTube embed here. And we've got the booking calendar here. So that's all looking good. We got our testimonials. So I would say mission success. The only other thing that I would do is I accidentally made the text on these too small. I was probably fiddling around. So let me increase the text size on these. That's a nice size. So go 3 rem. Let's do that down here. I might make this one just a bit smaller. That looks good. I'll publish. Oh, publish. Oh, she says sounds good to her. Sweet. All right, and let's make sure our microscopic text is not microscopic any longer. Beautiful. Might make, I'm not going to do too much fiddling, but I might make this bigger, right? So it fills in some of the space here a little bit better. Oh, you know what's happened? All right. My checkboxes. See, this is where you can run into some problems, right? Because I must have changed the display of it while I had everything selected. So let me go ahead and enable that. So we got a minor thing to fix here. So display, and we'll go, I think it was flex. Nope, not flex. And we'll leave it at block. That's good. And let's make sure it's looking good on everything. Oh, still got it disabled on. I got it fixed on everything except for the desktop. So let's go to the desktop only. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's save that and see if that fixes it up for us. I want to disable that on the the mobile layouts. So that's something that I'll have to make sure I do so I don't forget that. I have to get that cross hatching off. There we go. And then so let's go ahead and get that disabled on. Oops. I think it was just those two that I had the problem with, right? Let me make sure. It could come off that one too. Okay. Layout, and we will done. And let's go into mobile view, and they're gone on mobile view. Perfect. And then let's go iPad. Okay, good. Excellent. There's one thing I'm noticing though, is it looks like they got some like transparency on it. So let's see what happens there. I'm guessing when I did the when I went ahead and hit it, looks like we may have added some transparency styling to it. Let me fix that. I guess what I'll do is oh, you know, I probably styled each individual one. Let's see if that did it. Yeah. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Let's try another little thing I can think of. Let's check the background color on that. Now let's go to the desktop view. Make sure I'm on the parent element here. Let's see. Nope, too high up. All right. was simple enough. Goodness. All right, got rid of all the custom classes. And hello for anyone joining us. Just kind of updating my interviewchris.com page. I'm adding in some testimonial videos and some just plain text testimonials that I received from people who've interviewed me on their podcast and YouTube shows. And I'm just kind of demoing / learning how to use GroovePages. So welcome. Also listening to music. That's why it's called Chill and Build. Oh, there we go. Yay, I figured it out. Here we go. Well, that one took a little while too, but that's okay. I'm learning. Now, they disappear on the smaller ones. Perfect. All right, let's make sure everything is done now. Got our bullets there. Got the videos loading. There's the Groove video. Got the booking calendar. Got the additional testimonials with the nice looking images. So I am, I'm pretty peachy there. Well, that's really all I got at the moment. So till we have the next chill and build, I hope you enjoyed this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. You can find us. You can check out the podcast on our site at fearless.fm. You see it there on the screen. Let me go ahead and hello. All right. In case you haven't been seeing my face lately. So I'm Chris Phelps. I'm the founder of Fearlss LLC. I'm also the co-founder of the Fearlss Together podcast that I run with my wife, Laura, who is currently on chat hanging out with me. So we were just working on my interviewchris.com website where people can book time with me to interview me on their YouTube channels or their podcasts. You saw me building the interviewchris.com page using a free tool called GrooveFunnels. I ran into a couple of problems, but that's going to happen when they're still pretty new. They're in beta. So I have a couple of bug reports to report, but nothing too major. So if you want, you can go ahead and grab your free account there at bit.ly/freegroovedeal. And additionally, if you want to connect with us more, you can find us on pretty much any of the major social media networks using the handle Fearlss LLC. Yes, it is spelled incorrectly. That's for domaining and trademark purposes. So, so you can find us at FEARLSS LLC on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. There's probably other ones, but I don't remember all of them. So there you go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this chill and build. It's the first one that I've done. It was a lot of fun. Thank you. Hopefully, if anyone, I don't see if make sure I didn't miss any questions. No? Okay, cool. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on social media. I hope you enjoyed this. You take care. Bye.